Welcome to the Disney Bundle, where Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus come to life on all your screens. Transforming your world with 3 incredible streaming services and seemingly limitless possibilities. Bold Hulu originals, Disney hits, and must-see sports.
It took one look and now you stare at me the same. It took one look but you play me like a game. It took one look and now you stare at me the same. It took one look but you play me like a game.
Let's just cut the bullshit and tell me who's independent. Thumbs twiddling and your life's escaping your mind. Keep in mind, well, the air ain't as free as it used to be, but that's quite alright when you're still 18, it seems to be. And I'll tell you who's overrated. What's a beautiful person with some hideous dreams? Well, the lining isn't silver. We're verging on the side of the road that'll take us home. The edge of us is getting weighed. Read about your life in your local papers. Realize the end of us is getting near. You're just a droplet of paint trickled off your canvas. Delirious illusions flowing backwards through the river of color while we analyze to try to see it clearer. Secretly appealing to a lonely prisoner. Now what's your vision? Initiate your shading, blend the universe together in time. It only gets a little easier. Suddenly piece yourself back together now. What's your vision?
Welcome one and all to night 3 of week 3 of the SSBL. We're jumping straight into things. We've got Angels and the High Rollers here to start things off tonight. We've got Austin Floston on the mound for the High Rollers and Miss Stephanie Hanspringer on the mound for the Angels here. You've got a 2-2 High Roller team who looks to start off in a hurry as this one's in into left center, and it's gone! A leadoff home run for the High Rollers, and they take an immediate 1-0 lead. Piston Omen starting things off with a bang.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 4.
Instant tenseness for Stephanie Hanspringer, now facing Becky Foe. And Becky Foe puts a charge in that one, but it's foul. Grounded her short. Monica Elmenreich's up with it. Gets the first in time for round number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Welcome, Donut Boy. This one's up the middle for Max Range, past the diving glove of Lindsey Watson, and he'll have himself a 1-out single up the middle.
Now batting, the third
Brings up
baseman,
Blind Ollie.
number 40.
Back down to tense for Hanspringer.
That's up. Go inside.
Hanspringer really concerned about range at first. Doesn't have killer speed. It honestly looks like Alicia Woody's arm behind home plate is better than Max's speed, but it end up not mattering as Blind Ollie will draw a walk to put 2 on here for Colton King. The injury replacement so far for Wally Woolley. He's still out 1 more week with that dislocated shoulder. Gets this one through the right side of the infield, past the diving glove of Elmenreich at first. No, Neuenmuller. I always get those two confused. Anyway, that's going to load the bases here for Vic Turnpike. Still only 1 out here in the top of the first. Sophie Neuenmuller at first, Monica Elmenreich short. Somehow I need to remember that. Oh, an ugly swing and a miss there for Turnpike, and he goes down.
The catcher, number 57.
Here's Arcane Uptown. Last chance for the High Rollers here to not waste this bases loaded opportunity. And it looks like she will. She pops this one up to second. Watson is under it. And she makes the catch for round number 3. The High Rollers get on the board with the solo shot from Piston Omen, but do strand the bases loaded. And we'll head to the bottom of the first, just 1-0 here. Austin Flosson on the mound. Looking to bounce back from the start he had against, I believe it was the Serpents was his first game. Yes, against the Serpents. Even though the High Rollers did come back to win that one in miraculous fashion with the walk-off grand slam by G. Baby Evans. Floss did not have himself an excellent night. He struggled against the Serpents lineup. See if he can bounce back here. But we'll end up walking the batter, and that's going to bring up Tina Tygo. 1 on, 1 out.
No, that's inside. Ball, that's low.
2-2 the count here to Tina Tygo. And she's going to get Jan pop this one just behind home plate. Uptown will make the snag for out number 2. And here's Elmenreich.
The shortstop, number 42.
Ball.
Elmenreich takes a 1-2 count here from Floston. And Floston freezes her with the curveball and retires to side. We'll head top 2 with G. Baby Evans, Alex Longstop, and Piston Omen do it for the High Rollers here.
Fielder, number 1.
Hanspringer looking to bounce back, still tense after that first inning where she used about 20 pitches.
No, inside.
1-2 the count here to Evans. Evans puts a charge in this one, but a good play by Peppercorn charging in will snag it for out number 1.
Batting, the left fielder.
Hello, Elder. Welcome, welcome.
25.
That's high.
Here's Alex Longstop, who was, once upon a time, I think his original team was the Unicorns, Elder. That was well before your time. And he will hit this one up the middle. That's going to be a 1-out single for Longstop. And once again, a mojo decrease
Now batting, the
for
center
Hanspringer.
fielder, number 27.
That's low.
Brings up the home run hitter, Piston Omen. Led the game off with a shot into left center. And oh, Tina Tygo can't handle that one. She'll go to second to get the out.
Now batting, the designated
Couldn't quite
hitter,
snag that one,
number
but
4.
runner was hesitant to go, looking like Tygo would catch it. And she gets the out anyway at second to put 2 down here. He's going. The throw is not in time. And Piston Omen's in scoring position now here for Becky Foe.
No, inside.
I believe so, yes. Unless he was traded from one of the OG teams, but I think he was an original unicorn.
Take your base.
A walk given up to Foe.
Now batting,
Is
the
going to bring up
first
max
baseman,
range, 2 on, 2
number
out here.
89.
Stephanie Hanspringer just cannot stay neutral. As soon as she gets it back, she loses it right afterwards. Couple foul balls from max range. This one goes into the stands. 0-2 the count.
Ball, that's up. No, that's high.
2 straight balls evens up the count here at 2 apiece. Swung on. That's going to be through the right side of the infield. It's a slow roller, and Emily Prentice doesn't have a play to the plate. And a run will come home to score, making it a 2-0 ball game for the High Rollers.
Third baseman, number 40.
Ball high.
Runner going. The throw is going to be in time. Max range is gunned. But not before another run comes home for the High Rollers. Push it to a 2-0 lead going into the bottom of the second here.
Now batting,
Sophie Neuenmuller to lead things off here.
That's inside.
Floston with an almost clean sheet in that first inning. Gave up a walk and has a strikeout in his pocket.
Ball high.
The 3-0 count here to Neuenmuller. That'll be a 4-pitch walk to lead things off here in the bottom of the second.
now batting.
Here's
the
Emily
right
Prentice.
Fielder, number 30.
Prentice puts this one into center. Tracking it is Omen. And he'll make the catch for round number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 12.
Watson, first pitch swinging. Pops this one behind home plate. It'll be off the netting.
High. Foul ball.
Fouls off another one. Makes it a 1-2 count here. Oh, strike 3 called. Floston rings up another.
Now batting,
He's got 2 so far, and here's Gwyn mic drop.
number
2 walks, 2 strikeouts so far through 1 2/3. Broken bat swinging on this one, and that's going to be a bomber special. Runner's trying to go for third, and will get there just under the glove from Blind Ollie. Long stop, not having quite enough arm to get it there. And so runners at the corners here for Alicia Woody with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. This one's to the left side. Blind Ollie can't catch it. He only is able to knock it down. The throw is not in time. Woody is safe, and the run will score. So it's a 2-1 ball game. Back to the top of the order. Here's Ann Vadia. 2 on, 2 out. This one's into left. Long stop is tracking it, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. So a bit of small ball for the Angels, and they get a run across, making it a 2-1 game going into the top of the third.
Now batting,
4, 5, 6
the
do
third
it for the High
baseman,
Rollers.
Number 40.
Round to the third, Tygo up with it.
He's up.
Easy throw for her for round number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 46.
Here's Colton King. And King puts this one up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Hard liner up the middle.
Now batting, the
That's going to bring it Vic
shortstop,
Turnpike.
number 20.
He might be the lone strikeout victim of Hanspringer. He struck off on a really ugly pitch and is going to end into a Dragon special the end of the top of the third inning. Not a great night for Turnpike. And we'll head to the bottom of the third inning. Peppercorn, Tygo, and Elmer Reich do up here for the Angels, trailing by 1.
Fielder, number 9.
First pitch swing, and this one's popped up into right. Max Range makes his way back and make it a catch for out number 1.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 23.
Tina Tygo puts a charge in that one, but that's not going to stay fair. Monster shot, but about 10 degrees foul. And she fouls off another one. 0-2 the count now. That one's hit hard, but right to Colton King at second. He gets the range in time, 2 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 41.
And here's Monica Elmenreich.
Ball, that's inside.
Elmenreich puts this one into left, tracking his long stop. Oh, he robs it! Alex Longstop robs Elmenreich of a home run and keeps the 2-1 ball game. A great play in left.
57.
I honestly think he wasn't going to catch up to that. It looked like that was going to be well over his head, but his speed allowed him to catch up to that. That one's just going to be foul. Arcade Uptown with a 1-2 count. That one's fouled off. Hanspringer actually at neutral right now. Can she stay put there? Looks like she will. This one's popped up behind home plate. Plenty of foul territory for Alicia Woody to make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 1.
This one into right, but right towards Emily Prentice. Only has to take a few steps in to snag that for out number 2.
Number 25.
This one up the middle. Oh, just under the glove of Lindsey Watson. She dove for it, just couldn't get it in time. And that's going to actually turn into a 2-out double.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And that's going to reset the lineup back to the top here at Piston Omen. Hanspringer could not convert the 1-2-3 inning. And that's up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Can Mike Drop cut it off in time? Runner's going to round third, head from home. Doesn't have an arm. And the run will score, pushing the lead back up to 2 for the High Rollers. 3-1. Quick 0-2 count here to Becky Foe. And Becky Foe gets rung up on 3 straight pitches. But another run for the High Rollers. They regain a 2-run lead going into the bottom of the 4th here. Newell Mueller, Prentice, and Watson due up for the Angels. A lot of first pitch swinging from the Angels, and it hasn't turned out very well for them. As another one's popped up into right, Max Range makes another catch in the shallow outfield for out number 1. Here's Emily Prentice. And Prentice gets a good swing on that one. That one's down into right, but a good cutoff by Evans keeps it from going into extra bases. So a 1-out single for Prentice brings up Lindsey Watson.
The second baseman, number 12.
Do the Angels really not have someone better than Watson to play second base? Because I kind of refuse to believe that, but who knows. Swing and a hit, and Watson's retired.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 5.
Nope, she's not good. Move Tygo over, but then who would play third? And that's going to be caught by Max Range in foul territory for round number 3. And we'll head to the top of the 5th inning. High Rollers still up 3-1 here. Let's take a look in their minor system.
Number 89.
Milstein is really rough around the edges. Only 5 contact. That is in no way, shape, or form passable. Martinelli, I guess it's what they got. This one's a grounder to first. Newell's up with it, and she'll step in the back for round number 1.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 40.
No, high. No, that's inside. Foul ball.
That one's fouled off. 2-1 the count to Blind Ollie. This one's popped up into right, but it's going to be a bomber special just over the outstretched glove of Elbenreich of
Now batting.
Neuenmuller. I'm never going to get that right.
Now pitching.
And Handspringer's going to get pulled, and here comes Pacifica Northwest. I don't know why I have trouble with Elbenreich and Neuenmuller. I don't know why in my brain I can't differentiate between the two of them. This one's through the right side of the infield. That's going to be a base hit. So 2 aboard with only 1 out here in the top of the 5th for the High Rollers, looking to push that 3-1 lead.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 20.
Here's Vic Turnpike, who's having a no good, very bad, terrible day. A really ugly strikeout and grounded into a double play so far. Swing and a miss there, 2-2 the count. And strike 3 called at the top of the zone.
Now batting.
Another strikeout for Turnpike, the first for Northwest. And 2 down here in the top of the 5th here for Arcane Uptown.
Ball inside.
Strike called at the bottom of the zone. And another strike called on the outside corner. Back-to-back strikeouts for Pacifica Northwest, and she gets the Angels out of a jam, keeps it a 3-1 ball game going into the home half of the 5th.
The catcher, number 3.
That's outside.
Rounded to short. Vic Turnpike up with it. He gets it to first in time for round number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 1.
This one's up the middle, and Vidia will have herself a base knock.
Now
And that's going to bring up Wendy Peppercorn.
fielder, number 9.
Outside.
Vidia is going. The throw is going to be not in time. And Vidia steals the bag, is in scoring position now for Peppercorn.
Inside. Ball outside. Ball 4.
That'll be a walk, so 2 women aboard here for the Angels. And that's going to bring up Tina Tygo.
Number 20.
One swing of the bat, and the Angels could take the lead here from Austin Floston.
Ball high.
That's not the swing the Angels were looking for, as that one's popped into foul territory just in front of the Angels bench. And Arcane Uptown will make the catch for round number 2.
Now
And here's Monica Elmenreich.
shortstop,
2 on, 2 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And the Angels scrape ever so closer.
Go inside. Ball.
That one just misses inside the curveball. 2-1 the count. Lawson taking his time on the next delivery. Still outside. 3-1. That one is hit, but a line drive to Colton King, who skips it off the ground and gets the first in time for out number 3. To the 6th we go. Still a 3-1 ball game. 8-9-1 jump for the High Rollers here.
fielder, number 1.
Pacifica Northwest back on the mound here to start the 6th inning. Coming in for Stephanie Handspringer.
Ball. That's inside. Ball outside.
And this one's popped up by Evans. Just in front of home plate. Woody will make the snag. 1 away.
Now batting, the left
Brings up
fielder,
Alex Longstop,
number 25.
who's having a very good day. 2 for 2 on the day. A double, a single, and a home run robbery in left.
No, that's high.
I don't remember who he robbed it from,
That's high.
but did prevent one from going over the wall. He'll take a walk here with 1 out to bring up Piston Oman, who's also having a good day. 2 for 3. Home run and a single, 2 RBIs tonight.
Ball outside.
He's a very nice leadoff hitter for this High Rollers organization to have,
That's inside.
as that maxed out speed
No, that's inside.
create a lot of problems on the base paths. Full count here to Oman. Payoff pitch from Northwest will be fouled off. We'll do it again. That one is popped up into left. It's deep. but in front of the warning track will be Peppercorn to make the catch for out number 2. So that's going to bring up Becky Foe, the designated hitter so far, 0 for 2 tonight. Has drawn a walk, though, but first time she's facing Northwest. And that will be up the middle for a base hit. Just by the glove of Northwest, back up the middle. And the High Rollers have 2 on and 2 out here for Max Range.
Number 89.
Max Range first pitch swinging, but fouls that one off. And he puts this one into right, tracking back at the wall is Prentice, and it's over her head. No chance at a robbery. And Max Range doubles the High Roller score, makes it 6-1 here.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 40.
The High Rollers have been dangerous with 2 outs tonight, but finally get it to go together.
Outside.
They have a mess of hits tonight, I think. They were over 10 when this inning started and probably have about 13 now. Finally have been able to get a few extra people home. Lead by 5 here in the top of the 6th inning.
Second baseman, number 46.
And the inning continues. Here's Colton King, 3 for 3 tonight. All singles so far.
That's down. No, that's high.
Called strike, 3-1 count. Oh, that slider, generous call.
Take your bait.
Well, that one's not going to find the zone, and that's going to be a walk for Colton King. And here's Vic Turnpike. That will do it for Pacific Northwest. Only an inning to third of work for her. And in comes Rainey Getty.
Ball outside.
And the bad day for Turnpike continues as he pops that one up. That should end the inning. Getty makes the catch for number 3, but a 3-run shot from Max Range puts the High Rollers lead 6-1 into the bottom of the 6th we go.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 2.
Ball, that's low.
Not recently,
inside.
Dean.
Go.
Not that I'm aware of, no. This one's hit hard, but straight down Main Street. Pistoman will track back, make the snag for himself for round number 1.
The right fielder.
Decently hit ball, but to straightaway center field. Pistoman didn't have to work too hard to catch that one. Here's Emily Prentice, 1 for 2 tonight. Then swings and misses that one, a strikeout for Floston. He's got a mojo boost. Is that locked in or on fire? Just locked in. I didn't think he was doing well enough to be on fire. Floston is having an all right game. Only 1 earned run so far through 5 2/3. 4 hits, 3 walks, a handful of strikeouts. This one is into left and caught by Longstop for a 1-2-3 inning. Then we'll head to the top of the 7th. Uptown G Baby Evans and Longstop due up here for the High Rollers.
Now batting, the catcher, number 57.
This one's hit, and that's going to be down for a leadoff single for Arcane Uptown.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 1.
Yeah, good bounce back game for Floston for sure. Grounded to third. Tygo up thick, goes second for 1, and can't turn the Dragon special. G-Bay Evans too fast.
Number 25.
And that's going to bring up Longstop, 1 on, 1 out here.
Ball, high.
2 for 2 with the walk so far today is Longstop.
No, inside.
Longstop hits this one into right. Doesn't have enough. It's gone. Longstop with a 2-run shot, and he's now a triple shy of the cycle. It's now 8-1 High Rollers.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 27.
The question is, will he get another at-bat? I think he probably will,
No, inside.
because there's still only 1 out here in the top of the 7th.
No, inside. Ball, that's outside.
Full count here to Omen. Oh, that one's called a strike. Just nabbed the outside edge, and that's 2 away now. And here's Becky Foe.
That's outside.
Becky Foe bloops this one up the middle. 2 out single for her, her second hit of the day. And that's going to bring up max range. A lot of these high rollers hitters, like just about every high roller hitter, apart from Vic Turnpike, is having a great night. But this will end the inning. Round out 3rd to 1st for range as we head to the bottom of the 7th. But the high rollers lead by 7 here. 8-9-1 due up for the Angels here.
The center fielder, number
Floston starting with only 75 pitches here to start the bottom of the 7th. Having a pretty efficient night. Swing through that one. 1-2 the count here to mic drop. Oh, mic drop absolutely blasts one into left. Off the roof of the bullpen, and it's 8-2. You got 2. Turnpike hit 1. Turnpike hit a 2-run shot. He's a triple away from the cycle.
Ball, that's inside.
So honestly, the first real mistake Floston has made tonight, because that one was just absolutely murdered. But luckily his offense has his back.
That's inside.
This one's up the middle under the glove of Floston, and that'll be a base hit. And back to the top of the order for the Angels and Vadilla coming up. And they will pull Floston while the getting's good. Bring in Tipsy Reynolds to try and prevent any kind of Angels rally here. And Vadilla, second pitch swing in, pops this one into shallow center. And it'll be Colton King who makes the snag for out number 1. Oh yeah, long stop, I'm sorry, yes.
Now back, the left fielder, number
Here's Wendy Peppercorn. 2 walks so far tonight, 0 for 1 otherwise. Couple of screwballs in there for strikes. 1-2 the count to Peppercorn. Swings at that one, pops it up in foul territory, max range. Makes his way over and catches that for out number 2.
now batting,
And here's Tina Tygo. 0 for 3 so far is the 7-year veteran. Might be her last year on the Angels. Or maybe the last year in the SSBL altogether.
No, that's low.
3-1 count to Tygo. That one's a dribbler to third. Ollie up with it. Throw is in time for round number 3. And we'll head to the top of the 8th inning. High rollers leading at 8-2. Ollie, King, and Turnpike
now
due up
batting,
here.
The third baseman, number 40.
No, inside. No, inside.
3-1 count here to Ollie. Ollie smokes that one, but inside or outside the baseline, but smokes that one, and that one's into the stands. Another home run for the High Rollers. It's 9-2 now. The 4th High Roller of the night to go yard.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 46.
That's low.
Oh, and that looks like it's got back-to-back written all over it. Off the roof of the patio there. And Colton King joins the party and makes me find the double digits.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 20.
Low. Ball, outside. That's outside.
You've got the double bomb. Can Vic Turnpike make it a triple bomb? He doesn't really get the opportunity to. As he's walked on 4 straight pitches, he reaches for the first time tonight. And that's going to do it for Getty. In comes Kristen Vale to try and prevent any more of a mess being started.
Ball, that's low.
This one's a grounder to second, should be two, and it will be. Angels turn, the Dragons special. And that brings up G-Baby Evans. Oh, I didn't realize it. Evans 0 for 4 tonight. And we'll go to 0-5, so actually is worse than Turnpike. Turnpike at least made it on base tonight. But another 2 home runs for the High Rollers. They lead by 8 going into the bottom of the 8th. 4, 5, 6 do it for the Angels here.
Ball outside.
You know, looking at the schedule as Elmenreich strikes out there, this could be a really ugly night, if we're all honest, because the moonshots should really take the wrong fielders behind the woodshed. In all honesty, the Skulls upset the Serpents on day 1. The Serpents are a better team, but who knows? Another strikeout for Reynolds. The lone good game should be Unicorn Cyclones, because I was looking into that one last night. And it's going to be Kyle Edwards versus Archibald Longshanks, 1v4 in that Cyclones Unicorns matchup. So that brings some intrigue.
That's outside.
2-2 the count here to Prentice
Ball inside.
from a locked-in Tipsy Reynolds with 2 strikeouts. And we'll get the ground out right back to the mound in time to range for out number 3. So the High Rollers looking for the cherry on top. 10 runs off of 18 hits so far tonight. And here's Alex Longstop looking for the triple to complete the cycle. Can he complete some more SSBL history?
No,
I
inside.
believe it would be the 8th cycle in league history. No, that seems too high. Jackson Moore had one last year. No, that was season 5. It was Severus Chernley who had the only one last year. And then Bo Jackoon did it in the minors. This one's up the middle. That's be a base hit, but not a triple. So Turnpike, gosh dang it. Longstop will just have to settle for a 5-for-5 night. That's rather unacceptable, don't I? I think you should cut him.
That's low. Ball, that's low. That's ball 4.
A walk to Oman puts 2 men aboard. Here for Becky Foe.
Number 4.
Nobody out here in the top of the 9th. High Rollers looking to add salt to a deep wound already on the Angels. Foe fouls that one back. 1-2 the count from Kristen Vale. Oh, this one's hit to center. It's not going to be tall enough to clear the wall, but that should clear the bases. And it's 12-2.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 89.
Ball.
Oh, Neuenmuller shows some effort. Catches that one to record the first out of the 9th inning.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Foe will tag up 90 feet, be at third here for Blind Ollie. Home run, 2 singles. This one's into left. Looks like it should be deep enough if Foe wants to tag up. She will. The throw will be not in time. Not a lot of arm on these outfielders from the Angels. And it's 13-2.
46.
Ball, that's inside.
Grounded to second. This should do it for the High Rollers. And it will be over here in the top of the 9th. We go bottom half. Angels need 11. Let's see if they've got anyone playing for them in the outfield here.
Second baseman, number 12.
outside. Come on. Come on.
That's a nasty screwball.
Strike three.
Swing and a miss, another strikeout for Reynolds. I think she's got 3 so far.
The center fielder, number
She does through 2 1/3, absolutely mopping up these Angels hitters. 3 strikeouts of 7 outs she's recorded so far.
No, that's low. Foul ball.
2-2 the count to Mike drop. And another strikeout, make it 4 of 8. Tipsy Reynolds has struck out half the batter she's faced so far.
number 3.
Deep right. High. Nope, that's inside. Ball inside. Take your base.
But we'll lose Woody, the lone blemish on her record so far tonight,
Designated hitter, number
and bring up Anvadia.
Ball, that's outside.
Let's see, this home run has a ×5 multiplier on it. And Anvadia
That's outside.
connect.
Deep right.
She will not, and the game will mercifully come to a close. With the catch from Uptown, the High Rollers demolish the Angels on a count of 13-2. 20 hits for the High Rollers. They just absolutely murdered this team. Everyone but G Baby Evans with a hit tonight. 4 for 4 Alex Longstop was that triple away from the cycle. 4 for 5 Colton King. And hits just everywhere for this High Rollers team. Absolutely embarrassment of riches for them. Only 6 hits for the Angel, a pair from Mike Drop and Woody at the bottom of the order. And then 1 for Prentice and from Vadia. Floston gets the win, 4 strikeouts through 6 innings pitched, 2 earned. And Reynolds shuts the door, 4 strikeouts of her own through 3 innings with the lone walk on the night. Hanspringer will get the loss, 3 earned through 4 1/3. No pitcher came out smelling like roses for the Angels as they all gave up 3 or more throughout their stints. MVP of the game, Alex Longstop, followed by Max Range and Blind Ollie. Don't go anywhere. Game number 2 of the night, Wrongfielders versus Moonshots. Can the Wrongfielders pull off a miracle and get their first win of the season? We'll find out right after this. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Man, I don't wanna have to give a damn about you or your inhibitions. And after all, you're the one who taught me love was not for everybody. However, I'm starting to see this world in the right light, yet it still gets darker. You see, it's just a simple symphony or a painting, whatever. It's a natural path that spans infinitely, but my world is crumbling. Let it collapse into the abyss. In the midst of summer, it won't exist. This emptiness, it's just a blank slate, waiting for a painter to interfere.
All right, going into game number 2 right off the bat here. Nick Hugh and the Moonshots versus Taco Burns and the Wrongfielders. We've got Daryl Cage on the mound for the Wrongs and Donnie Bonatello for the Moonshots. Wrong fielders, one of the two still winless teams in the league. Coming into this game 0-4 so far. Moonshots leading the division, sitting nicely at 3-2. Coming off a victory over the Vikings last night, 3-1. And a bit of a pitching grudge match with Very Good versus Bert Barnstormer, with Very Good coming out victorious in that one. Bonatello on the mound tonight, gotten a quick out so far of Taco Burns, which brings up Trudy Fruity. And she pops this one up into shallow center field, a shade into left, and Bo Jackoon, the shortstop, will range back and make the catch. Round number 1. And we finally remember to take Leroy McJenkins Jr. off the roster for the wrong fielders. That's why Taco Burns is the starting second baseman here tonight. He'll be finally serving time on that injury.
Take your base.
Bonatello can't finish off the 1-2-3 inning, give up a walk to Grim Bullock, which brings up Bailey Curtis. This one is hit to Wreck Dreams, and he makes the snag for round number 3. And we'll head to the bottom of the first. Hugh, Musgroves, and Destroyer due up here for the Moonshots. Facing off against Daryl Cage. And he hits this one into left. Does it have enough to get over the wall? It doesn't quite have enough to get over the wall. Hits very high off of it, and Nick Hugh will have himself a leadoff double. Nick Hugh going for third. The throw from Lasers not in time, and Hugh is 90 feet away.
Nope, that's high.
One's popped up, looking like it's going to head to the dugout.
Foul ball.
Bounce off the roof. 1-2 the count here to Musgroves.
That's foul.
Musgroves fouls off another. Chops this one, gets jammed.
You're out.
Daryl Cage will make the snag for round number 1.
Now batting,
Which brings up Kodiak Destroyer.
number 4.
Destroyer puts another one on the roof of, or actually into the wrong fielder's dugout this time.
Ball outside. Ball.
Takes a couple of balls. 2-1 the count. Ooh, that curve, or I'm not sure what that is. He doesn't have a curve ball. Oh, that one's hit hard. Doesn't have enough to stay fair. It doesn't. Remain a 2-2 count here for Destroyer. Lets that one go full count now. Swung on. That should get down into center, and the Moonshots will take a 1-0 lead here thanks to the RBI single from Kodiak Destroyer. Brings up Wreck Dreams.
Number 13.
Ball high.
Wreck Dreams falls behind 1-2. Runs that one. Cage able to snag it. He throws it in the dirt, but Curtis able to snag it and get it to first in time for the Indian Inning Dragons special. A good snag by Cage, a bad throw, but Bailey Curtis able to dig it out and get it to first in time, and we head to the top of the second inning.
Ball high.
Chris Cloverfield to lead things off for the wrong fielders.
That's off the plate.
3-1 the count here. That one manages to find the zone. That one's going to be fouled off. Cloverfield stays alive.
Foul ball.
We'll do it again here. And this one we popped up into right. Musgroves under it, makes the catch, out number 1.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Here's Andrea
number 7.
Dartboard.
Nope, that's low. Nope, outside.
She'll take a 2-2 count here. Oh, strike 3 called! A strikeout for Bonatello.
The right fielder, number 11.
Ball low.
1 and 2 the count to Woden Wayne.
Off the plate.
That one just a bit wide.
Nope. Outside.
As is that one, the count runs full. That's going to be hit up the middle. A base hit for Woden Wayne here with 2 outs. The inning will continue. Once again, Bonnetell not able to complete the 1-2-3 inning. And here's Carl Scott.
That's inside.
Carl Scott almost hit by that one.
Ball high.
That one's going to be hit up the middle, and Carl Scott, another base hit. So back-to-back singles up the middle, and the wrong fielders have 2 on and 2 out here for Boomer Lasers.
Number 19.
One of the younger guns on this wrong fielders team. He has a chance here to get his team on the board, if not take the lead with a decent base hit.
Inside.
2-1 to Lasers.
Outside.
3-1 now.
Take your base.
And that will be a walk to Lasers. That will load the bases for the wrong fielders. And back to the top of the order, here's Taco Burns.
Number 20.
An excellent batter in his own right, but McJenkins Jr. beat him out for the starting position at second. But a chance for Burns here to show his worth. 2-2 the count here to Burns.
That's low.
Let's have him go a full count. Nowhere to put Burns. The pitch is swung on, popped up into right. This should end the inning. Under it is Musgroves, and he makes the catch for out number 3. The wrong fielders leave the bases loaded, and we'll head to the bottom of the second inning.
Now batting.
To lead things off, here's the electric rookie Bojack Oon. Took the minors by storm last season and had himself an excellent showing in the first ever minors all-star game. Absolutely looked fantastic. And gets rung up there. Has not transitioned that yet to the majors, though. Has struggled so far in the first few games of season 7. Here's Earl Crump with one away. Crump puts that one back to Cage. He snags it, gets the first in time for out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 21.
And here's good old French Pastry, rookie of the year last year. Puts this one to the right, but right to Woden Wayne for out number 3. And we'll head to the top of the third. 1-0 still in favor of the Moonshots. Trudy Fruity, Grim Bullock, and Cloverfield to lead things off for the Wrongs.
Number 18.
Inside.
That one's fouled off into the dugout. 1-1.
Nope. That's high.
This one's a slow grounder to short. Jackoon up with it. And to first in time for out number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Brings up Grim Bullock.
Nope. Inside. Ball inside. Off the plate.
3-0 the count to Bullock. That one's called a strike. 3-1. Battling back here is Bonnetell. Gets it back to a full count, but will end up losing Bullock. Another walk for him. He's got 2 so far. And up will come Bailey Curtis.
Number 44.
That's outside.
So Bonnetell struggling with the command so far today. Already up to 60 pitches here with 1 out in the top of the third inning. And we'll lose
Now batting,
Curtis
the
on
left
4
fielder,
straight balls to bring up
number
Chris
6.
Cloverfield. So Bonnetell in a bit of a jam here. And he get out of another one. Got out of bases loaded the last inning. 2-1 count here to Chris Cloverfield. Cloverfield with a slow grounder to second. Crump only play to be made at first, so both runners advance 90 feet. Now it's second and third here for Andrea Dartboard. Slow developing play, so grounded to second, so Crump couldn't really have enough time to try and turn 2 there. 1-2 count here to Dartboard. And Dartboard will pop this one up into shallow center. It'll be Crump who arranges his way back there to make the catch for round number 3. So Bonatello gets out of another jam, but that pitch count is suffering as we head to the home half of the third. Baca, Armstrong, and Hugh do it for the Moonshots here.
Catcher, number 16.
Off the plate. That's down. Nope, outside. Foul ball.
This one's hit hard, but Dartboard's able to snag that, get his first in time for out number 1. A good play by Dartboard there at third base.
The center
A nice
fielder,
backhanded snag,
number 11.
and that's going to bring up Juice Armstrong.
Inside.
Juice Armstrong pokes this one into right, but Woden Wayne will get under it for out number 2.
Now batting, the left fielder, number
That's going to bring up Nick Hugh. Nick Hugh will ground this one to second. Taco Burns scoops it up, tosses it to Bullock in time for out number 3, and we'll head to the top of the 4th inning. 7, 8, 9 do it for the wrong fielders here. Wrong fielders honestly outplaying the Moonshots to an extent, but just can't get the one extra base hit they need to bring home some runs.
Nope, that's high.
Woden Wayne hits that one hard, but foul. 2-2 the count for him. He's 1 for 1 today with a single, but pops this one up here, shallow center. It'll be Bo Jack-oon who makes the snag for out number 1.
now batting, the center fielder.
Carl Scott up here, also 1 for 1 so far.
Nope, that's high.
1-2 the count.
That's foul.
He fouls that one off, staying alive. That one runs a bit inside, 2-2 now.
Ball high.
Too tall, 3-2 now. This one's popped up again into center field, but deep enough for Juice Armstrong to get involved in the action. And he'll make a catch for out number 2.
Now batting, the
And here
catcher,
comes Boomer
number
Lasers.
19.
He walked his first time around. And we'll hit a slow dribbler down the third base line, but Bonatello is able to rocket to first in time for out number 3. And Bonatello finally gets that 1-2-3 inning. But it may be too late as he's already up into 80-plus pitches on his night,
Right
just through 4 innings.
number 29.
Bill Cage faring much better despite having an earned run to his name. Only giving up 2 hits.
Foul.
So has Bonatello, but Bonatello has 4 walks on his night so far.
Strike.
And another strikeout for Cage, his second of the evening, as he strikes out the first batter here in the home half of the 4th.
Baseman, number
That brings up Kodiak Destroyer. He hit home Nick Hugh with an RBI single back in the first inning.
Nope, outside.
Looking to kickstart the Moonshots offense here as we head toward the middle stages of this game. Number 2, and he'll take a walk, so the first walk issued tonight by Daryl Cage. That's going to bring up the dangerous Wreck Dreams.
number 13.
And the Moonshots put together some stuff here. Runners going, the throw from behind the plate, and Lasers. Ooh, very close play, but he is safe. That one's hit to third. Oh, and Dartboard can't handle it, and everyone will be safe. Dartboard couldn't handle that one.
The short
Too hot to handle. Everyone's safe, so runners at the corners. Now only 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th, and here's Bo Jack-oon with RBI man, getting that trait in the free trait roll just before the season started, making him one of the most dangerous batters in the league, I do believe. I could say fairly confidently. See if he can come through here for his team. Hits that one hard to third. Another one that Dartboard can't handle. And everyone's safe again. So Dartboard makes a good play a couple innings ago, but has back-to-back bounce off her glove at third, leading to 2 infield singles, loading the bases for the Moonshots. That one gets by the catcher, Boomer Lasers, and a run will come home to score for the Moonshots. The Moonshots go up 2-0 and will make it 3-0. That's deep enough for a sacrifice fly for The Moonshots making it 3-0 here.
Now back, the designated hitter.
So the wrong fielders
21.
really victims of circumstance here.
Outside.
No earned runs charged to Cage,
Off the plate.
as one of those go to an error to Andrea Dartboard and one to Lasers behind the plate. A walk to Pastry, though,
Now
will put
batting,
runners at first and second here for Nico Baca, or excuse me, at the corners. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Moonshots have put on a few pitches on Cage as he's up to almost 60. A slow grounder to second. Burns ranges over and snags it. Gets the first in time for out number 3, but 2 runs on the board. Oh yeah, I forget this game doesn't really count those errors on the catcher. They don't count as earned runs, but they don't charge errors. That has to be a glitch in the game, because we noticed that, I think, back in spring training or like in the first week of the season. And we'll head to the top of the 5th, though. Moonshots with that 3-0 lead now. Here's Bonatello starting off the 5th. Here against Taco Burns. And Burns get that one back to Bonatello. He can't handle it, but stays with it and gets it to Dreams in time for out number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 18.
That's outside.
This one's hitting to center. Trudy Fruity with a good rope, but Juice Armstrong able to close on it for out number 2. And here's Grim Bullock, who's drawn 2 of the 4 walks issued by Bonatello so far tonight. And Bullock says no to the walk this time and hits it up the middle for his first hit of the night.
Now batting,
Walking is boring. He wants to hit the ball.
now pitching,
And that will do it for Bonatello.
17.
Did all right, just the walks eating up his pitch count. Not able to bounce back, get quick innings. And the ball will be handed over to Ijin Sawamura.
Nope, that's high.
Sawamura with a full count here to Baleen Curtis with 2 outs to the top of the 5th. And Curtis will hit that one up the middle. A base hit for the wrong fielders. They've got 2 aboard here with 2 outs in the top of the 5th.
Now batting,
I'll
the
bring up
left
Chris
fielder,
Cloverfield.
number 6.
The wrong fielders have had base runners throughout this game, but have not been able to convert throughout. Have left many runners stranded. Chris Cloverfield 0 for 2 and 0 2 the count. That one's low, 1 2. Swing and a miss. A huge strikeout for Sawamura. And the wrong fielders once again come up empty-handed. To the bottom of the 5th we go. It's Armstrong, Hugh, and Musgroves do it for the Moonshots.
The center fielder, number 11.
They really should have like an LOB on the scoreboard in between innings, because that would be a really fun fact to keep tabs of. This one's a grounded to second. Burns up with it in time, 1 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 3.
Grounded to third. Dartboard up with it in time for round number 2,
Now batting,
which brings up Matty Musgroves.
fielder, number
So Cage outlasts Bonatello, but has a few earned runs to his name. Well, just the 1 earned run, I guess, technically.
The third baseman, number 4.
Kodak Destroyer up now, 2 outs, 1 on. Destroyer 1 for 1 tonight, RBI and a walk so far. This one is into right, tracking foul, and Woden Wayne will actually make the catch in foul territory for round number 3. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning, still just a 3-0 game. Wrong fielders by no means out of it, but the offense has got to get going here. Come up with some clutch base hits. Dartboard Tins now 0 for 2 with a couple of errors in that other inning. Well, 1 recorded error and another one that bounced off her glove that led to 2 infield singles. And gets popped up there to Earl Crump for round number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 11.
That's inside. Ball.
And Wayne grounds out one to first. Rick James will snag it himself and will take it himself for number 2.
The center fielder,
And that brings up Carl Scott.
Ball high.
Carl Scott will poke this one into left center. That will roll to the warning track. NICU finally cuts it off. The throw not in time, and Carl Scott will turn that into a 2-out double to bring up Boomer Lasers. And the wrong fielders finally break through here with another runner in scoring position. They haven't been able to connect all night so far. Had several opportunities. And looks like they'll come up empty again here as this one's into left. Under is Hugh, and he makes the catch for round number 3. We'll head bottom of the 6th, still 3-0 in favor of the Moonshots. Rec James, Bojack Oon, and Earl Crump do up here.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 13.
Off the plate.
Oh, Rec Dreams, goodbye. Off the second deck in left center. A monster shot for Dreams. 410 feet, and the Moonshots go up 4-0.
Now batting,
Absolutely blasted that one. Here's Bojack Oon now.
That's off the plate.
Breaks his bat, grounding that one to third. Dartboard up with it, getting it to first in time
the second baseman, number
for out number 1.
That's down.
Earl Crump hits this one a mile high into center field. Under it is Scott. Caught for out number 2.
now batting, the
And brings up
designated
French pastry.
hitter, number 21.
Pastry going after that first pitch, but fouls it off.
Nope. Outside. Ball high.
And gets that one through the right side of the infield. 2-out single for Pastry.
Now batting, the catcher.
I'll bring up Nico Baca, 0 for 2 so far tonight. Dale Cage getting a bit long in the tooth now. Really bumped up that pitch count over these last 2 innings. And Baca gets that one to the left side, but Dartboard able to stop that one and get it in first for out number 3. And we'll head to the top of the 7th. But the solo shot from Dreams making a 4-0 lead for the
Now
Shots.
batting, the second baseman, number 20.
This one's popped up into right. Tracking it is Musgroves and makes the shoestring catch for round number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number
Had to stretch out for that one. But 1 away here to start the top of the 7th for Sawamura. Trudy Fruity with a hard hit ball on the left, but right at Nick Hugh for round number 2.
Now batting,
That
the
brings up
first
Grim
baseman,
Bullock.
number 10.
Low. Nope. Low. Nope. That's low.
Full count here to Bullock. And Bullock will end up popping this one right on top of the line down third base. And Kodiak Destroyer straddling it will make the catch for out number 3. And we'll head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's Armstrong, Hugh, and Musgroves
Now
due up.
batting, the center fielder, number 11.
Cage left out there to start the 7th.
Off the plate.
I have to assume
Low.
that Lasers will try and sell Cage before the trade deadline. I guess we need to figure out when the trade deadline will be, since we shortened the season with the Super Saturdays.
Number 3.
Maybe around like
Ball low.
after week 6 or week 7 potentially. We'll figure that one out and let y'all know.
Outside.
But I feel like it's one of those contenders, especially with the Lumberjacks and ball players contending right now.
Now batting,
They had pitching woes last season that really kept them down. Could be a nice piece to add going into the postseason. Granted, I don't think either team thought they would be in this position, especially how last season went. But when you're sitting at 4-0 and 5-0 respectively, I think you see the opportunity and might as well try. Don't know what the RNG will do to you season over season.
Take your base.
That'll be a walk to Musgroves to bring up Kodiak Destroyer. 2 on, only 1 out. Daryl Cage
Off the plate.
looking like he's near the end of his rope.
Ball high.
And this one's hit into right. It's headed back. It's deep, and it's gone. This one into the second deck into right field. It's a 3-run shot for the Moonshots, and they've blown this one open 7-0. I figured tonight was probably going to be blowout night. Venus Shipley to come in for the wrong fielders. The quality start for Cage has been erased.
Now batting, the shortstop.
They just leave him in there because the wrong fielders have absolutely nothing in the bullpen.
That's down. Off the plate.
Bojack Oon, a surprising 0 for 3 so far tonight. Can he get aboard here facing Shipley now?
Take your base.
He will get aboard via the free pass.
Now batting, the
A step in the right direction at the very least to bring up Earl Crump now. And Crump hits this one hard into left, and he'll get down just in front of Cloverfield. That's going to be a base hit. 2 men aboard here with still 2 outs here now for French Pastry.
designated hitter, number 21.
That's outside. Ball inside. Nope. Low. Take your base.
And that'll be a walk for Pastry. That's going to load the bases here for Nico
Now
Baca.
batting, the catcher, number 60.
Nope. That's low.
And Baca puts this one up the middle. That will be good for 1. It will be good for 2. It's 9-0 Moonshots.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 11.
Nope. That's high. That's inside.
2-2 here to Armstrong.
Ball high.
3-2 now.
Take your base.
And that'll be a walk that will reload the bases. And for another than Nick Hugh,
Left fielder,
the reigning co-MVP of the Heroic Conference, shared that honor along with Harry Do Something Von Crum of the Dragons.
Nope. Inside.
But both MVPs getting eliminated in the second round of the Heroic Conference playoffs. Oh, strike 3. Look at Nick Hugh. Gets rung out with the bases loaded. But it largely doesn't matter. As the Moonshots put up 5 in the bottom of the 7th, go up by 9 heading into the last 2 frames.
number 44.
Sawamura back to start off the top of the 8th. Has done well so far. Only 2 hits given up through 2 1/3. In relief of Bonatello. This one into right. Tracking it is Musgroves, but it drops right in front of him, and that'll be a leadoff single for Curtis.
Now batting, the left.
And that's going to bring up Cloverfield. And that will do it for Sawamura. In comes Belford to try and close things off.
Inside. That's down. Off the plate. Nope. Ball four.
That'll be a walk for Belford. That puts 2 aboard here.
Now batting,
For Andrea
the third
Dartboard,
baseman,
0 for 3.
number 7.
Nobody out here in the top of the 8th for the wrong fielders. First pitch swing, this one will be foul. Umpire can't get out of the way of the ball there. And Dartboard will get this one down into right. That's going to get down and roll all the way to the corner. That will score a run for the wrong fielders. Running, rounding third, headed home actually. And that will score 2 for the wrong fielders. So the wrong fielders not going down without a fight, but it's still a 7-run deficit. At least have not gotten shut out. Baby steps, baby steps. And this one's through the right side of the infield. Runner's going to stay put at third, so runners at the corners now.
Now batting.
Belford not getting the job done, coming in for relief of Sawamura. Already an earned run on his... Oh, no, and that one's going to get by Baca, and another run's going to come home to score. 9-3. Oh, Bojack flashing the leather and robbing Carl Scott of extra bases.
Number 19.
And an RBI.
That's inside. Steve. Foul ball.
And see, I would call that a wild pitch. That should definitely get charged to Belford there. But it's not, because he had an earned run right before that pitch happened, but still only has the lone earned run on his record. That one should definitely get charged to him. But the game says nah, which is kind of dumb. So I guess in those situations, they've programmed wild pitches and pass balls into the game, but they don't
Foul ball.
count them in the scoring of the game. Oh, beanball, owie.
Now batting.
That didn't sound like it felt great.
Number 8.
So 2 on, 2 out here for Trudy Fruity, who's 0 for 4 so far. Has hit the ball well, but right to some of the outfielders here. Ball's behind 1-1, excuse me. Slow dribbler to the left side of the infield. Destroyer up with it in time at first round, number 3. Wrong fielders muster up 3 runs, but still trail by 6 going into the bottom of the 8th inning. Musgrove's Destroyer and Dreams do it for the Moonshots here.
Right fielder. Number
Mina Shipley still on the mound for the Wongs.
Ball inside. That's outside.
This one is going to be a base hit down into right, so leadoff runner aboard for the Moonshots. Looking for some style points here in this one.
Now pitching. Number
And here's
71.
Cam Iconic. We'll see the closing pitcher come out here. I think might be the first time we've seen him all season. Since he's the closer, doesn't really get a whole lot of opportunities to come in. See if he can fare any better than Shipley. This one's down into right, so he gives up a base hit. That's going to put 2 aboard here with nobody out still.
Now batting. The first baseman. Number 13.
I'm not sure about that. I mean, he's got the velocity and some okay accuracy, but the junk is... and the arsenal is a bit awkward. Grounded a dartboard. This could be 2, and time at second for 1. And the Dragon Special turned around the horn for the wrong fielders.
Shortstop.
I mean, maybe potentially, but I'm not sure if it makes a huge amount of difference. I mean, granted, he's probably got more velocity. He's got more stats in his velocity than I think Shipley or Kinda Cook have combined, so I guess I see your point. Well, that base hit gets down, and the runner comes home to score from third, and the Moonshots make me break out the double digits for the second time tonight.
Ball high.
Double digit 4. 10.
Now batting. The designated hitter. Number 21.
I think the wrong fielders could compete next season if some of their pitchers age nicely, because they've got if I remember counting correctly, between what they have here in the majors and the few that they've stashed in the minors, they have 8 collective pitchers that are season 5 or younger, or season 4 and younger. So they have a squad there. The offense, though, is kind of hit or miss. I mean, we see a few of these pieces up here. I don't remember the ages of, people like Grim Bullock. He looks pretty good, but I honestly have no idea how young or old he is. Then McJenkins Jr. is younger. Boomer Lasers is younger. Then they've got
Ball, high.
all of their draft picks, I think, from the most recent draft in the minors. So I think they could field a decent team, maybe flirt with the playoffs next season, but I think it was just better for them to try and age up what they drafted. A solo shot for Bailing Curtis makes it
Now batting,
a little bit more than less than to more. Rounded to first, Dreams will snag it and take himself for out number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman.
And here's Andrea Dartboard, the last hope for the wrong fielders. Trailing by 6 here. And this should do it. Flown out, popped up into right, left. And Nick Hugh makes the snag for round number 3. The Moonshots take this one 10-4 over the wrong fielders. Wrong fielders join the Wildcats at sitting at 0-5 on the season. Let's take a look here. Wrong fielders do collect 9 base hits, 3 from Curtis, including that home run. And a pair from Wayne and Scott did walk 5 times. Like I mentioned earlier, they had opportunities, just couldn't convert. Unlike the Moonshots did, 13 hits, 10 runs, 7 walks. Home runs from Destroyer and Dreams. Patriots lost 5 earned through 6 1/3. Then Shipley does some bad things in Iconic. Gives up 3 hits, no earned. Those earned went to Shipley. Sawamura gets the win, 1 earned through 2 1/3. And Belford giving up 2 through 2. MVP of the game, Destroyer, followed by Curtis, then Dreams. And that will do it for game 2. Let's go to game number 3. Let's see if the Serpents can extract some revenge after dropping to the Skulls back in day 1 here. Don't go anywhere. Game number 3. We'll be right back after this.
It's quite complex, but what I know.
Discord.
Flowers that bloom in the darkness. It's a sighting that is rare to come across. Nobody seems to have noticed the power that could be bestowed protects my heart. There's a voice that is calling. It's calling for me to go beyond where I've always been longing. I'm longing to find where I belong. Soon this fight will come to an end. The Valkyrie chose to defend. Don't you, don't you, don't you, don't you, don't you, don't you,
that is constantly changing, always rearranging, always rearranging, always rearranging. That is constantly changing, always rearranging, always rearranging.
Bit of a couple edits I had to make in the team pack, but we're here for game number 3 here in the beautiful Bengata Bowl. We got Billy Glenn versus Blast Heart. She's here for game number 3. Serpents versus the Skulls of Rock. I'm going to get something to drink. I'll be right back.
Number 15. Now battle the catcher, number 24. Now batting the first baseman, number 5.
Back in a flash. One on, one out here for Pete Zahn. Now the first baseman. Getting him out of the designated hitter spot he's had since he's been on the Serpents, and still has the bat. Gets that one down into left field. Runner headed for third. And will stay put. So 2 in scoring position here for Alfred Walker. Excuse me.
Number 77.
Grounded to second, should be an out. But a run will come home to score, and the Serpents have the first run of the game, have an early 1-0 lead here.
Number 12.
That's a grounder up the middle, but Zach Sassimino won't be able to catch up to that one, and the Serpents put up 2 in the top of the first. That's the wrong scorer. There we go. Oh, God. Come on now. Oh, and Carroll Henry ain't able to handle that one. And everyone's safe. So the inning keeps on. Already up to the number 7 hitter. And another base hit, this one through the left side in the infield. Runners rounding third, headed for home. The throw from Katz cut off, and the Serpents put up a 3 spot.
The right fielder, number 37.
They are angry from the loss in day 1. Mick Jenkins, Longshanks will throw out Leon Morrison, but not before the Serpents hang 3 in the top of the first.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 44.
Ball hop. Follow.
Full count here to Carol Henry, the former Serpent. She had herself a very nice night the first day 1, but we'll start the game here with a strikeout.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 18.
Galileo Cat, though, picks up where he left off. Puts that one down into right for a base hit.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And here's Buzz Yellow. He had a monster home run into the second deck in dead center field at Big Sky. Looking to fill the big shoes his father left behind. His father bringing the Skulls to win that championship back in season 5. But Buzz here will pop this one up into shallow left. Eddie Olsen will make the catch for out number 2.
Now batting,
And that's going to bring up Alicia Kim.
hitter, number 7. Nope.
This one's through the right side of the infield. That's going to be a base hit for Kim. And the inning will continue here. 2 on, 2 out for the Skulls. And here's Kevin Manikin.
The third baseman, number 21.
And Manikin with another base hit into right. And that will load the bases. And here's Lawrence Longshanks.
The catcher, number 5.
One's fouled off. 1-2 the count here to Longshanks. And strike 3 called. Blast Harchees rings him up with the bases loaded. And we'll head to the top of the second inning. Ron Cox, the rookie, Zimbabwe, and Caramel Apple do it for the Serpents.
Number 37.
Ron Cox starts off the second inning with a base hit into center.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 13.
Hit and run was on. Puts Zach Zass in the perfect spot. They can't turn the double play, but do get the out at first. 1 away. That brings up back the top of the order. Caramel Apple, 0 for 1 so far. It's a hard but foul 2-2 count here to Apple. And Apple puts this one down into left. That's going to be another base hit. Marls will be at the corners once again for the Serpents here. 1 out in the top of the second. And here's Big McLarchuch.
Number 24.
He's putting together a pretty solid season so far. And that will be a walk. The base is now loaded here for Pete Za.
Number 5.
2-2 the count here to Pete Za. And hits this one into left. Tracking is Darius Green the third. He'll make the snag for round number 2, but a runner will tag up and score. Oh, but not before. Caramel Apple is tagged, trying to go to third. So no run will count, and we head to the bottom of the second. A huge mistake by Apple. She's had trouble around the bases so far this season. She got caught stealing 3 times, I believe, in their loss to the High Rollers. Let's see if that will come back to haunt the Serpents later on. A good throw in by Darius Green the third to prevent the run from scoring. And he takes the first at bat and it's got a full count here against Harcheese. And Green the third will walk. He had himself a big night against the Serpents in day 1. Here's Jocinda Smith. And Jocinda Smith puts this one into left field after it gets by the diving glove of Yeti Olson, and 2 men are aboard here for the Skulls. That brings up Zach Sass.
Number 9.
Story of how the mighty have fallen is Zach Sass. He came into the league and absolutely took it by storm. At one point, I want to say, was season, and Zach Sass will connect with that one and get that one down. And the bases are loaded for the Skulls, and here's Carroll Henry.
The first baseman, number 44.
But Zach Sass, I want to say at some point in season 2 or 3, was hitting upwards of 600 or 700. Absolutely crushing it, but never quite got back to that level. This one's grounded to short. Should be a Dragon special. Oh! Carroll Henry beats it out. So only 1 out's recorded. A run comes home to score, and it's a 3-1 ball game. Runners at the corners here for Galileo Cat. Cat fouls off a couple, makes it an 0-2 count. And strike 3 called to the top of the zone. And Cat is disgusted.
The center fielder, number 4.
And that one's lined right to Leon Morrison. The Skulls score 1, but strand a pair. It's 3-1 going into the top of the third.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 77.
This one's golfed into left by Walker. Green will make the snag for out number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 12.
Yeah, bases loaded. Nobody or 1 out for the Skulls, only scoring the 1. It was nobody out, actually, because Carroll Henry grounded into what we thought would be a double play, but she's able to beat it out. From that one, only put up 1 out, so it was runners at the corners with 1 out, and the Skulls not able to capitalize there. So a good job by Blast Harcheese there, keeping the 2-run padding so far. 3-1 the count now to Yeti Olson with 2 outs. And hits this one deep into left. Tracking back is Green. And it's over the wall and it's gone. Yeti Olson gets the run back for the Serpents. And they go up 4-1.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 17.
I don't know exactly what the future is for Billy Glenn, but if he's supposed to be a high prospect for the Skulls, he really needs to not be in the majors. He's just always gotten rocked. He's got okay stats, but just not enough to keep track of some of the hitters that are in the conference, let alone his division. He should really spend some time in the minors, but I don't know if the Skulls have enough pieces to give people extended times. This one's hit deeper than I thought it was, and that one's gone! A home run for Alicia Kim, and the Skulls get the run right back themselves. 4:21 into the bullpen in right, and it's 4-2. Mannequin first pitch swing, pops it into center. Jerry Briggs makes the snag, one away.
Now batting, the catcher.
Brings up Lawrence Longshanks. We'll see his brother pitch for the Unicorns in Game 4 tonight against the Cyclones. This one's popped up, first base side, Walker under it. Or Zaw, excuse me, route number 2.
Now batting, the left.
Walker now
fielder,
playing third
number 21.
with Zimbabwe DHing. This one's popped up into center. Briggs is there and makes the catch for route number 3. So Serpents and Skulls trade a run in the third, and we'll head to the fourth. Still a 2-run game. 8-9-1 do it for the Serpents.
Fielder, number 37.
Billy Glenn still on the bump for the Skulls. Please don't knock over my drink. Wire. Ron Cox will ground out. Second to first for round number 1. And here's the rookie Zimbabwe.
Number 13.
So far, these rookies that the Serpents have called up for the games this week have gone a combined 0 for 5. And it looks like that's going to make it 0 for 6 combined for Zimbabwe and Korea Hearts.
The left fielder, number 15.
That brings us back to the top of the order in Caramel Apple. 1 for 2 tonight. Caramel Apple. Caramel. Potato. Apple walk. And that's going to bring up Mr. Big McLarchuge.
Number 24.
And McLarchuge puts this one into left. Doesn't have enough. It does not. Darius Green makes the snag over his head at the warning track for round number 3. A loud final out in the fourth, and we'll head to the bottom half. Still 4-2 in favor of the Serpents. Jocinda Smith to lead things off here. And Jocinda Smith will start things off with a single up the middle. And that will bring up Mr. Zach Sass.
Second baseman, number 9.
And Zach Sass with another single up the middle of his own. And that's going to put 2 aboard for the Skulls here in the bottom of the fourth. One swing could take the lead for the Skulls, and it's Carroll Henry, the former Serpent, up to bat now. Blast Harchie's not having a great evening. Oh, man, that one rode the line, but just got outside of it. Stay foul. 8 hits given up and a walk so far through 3+. That one's inside 3-1, the count to Henry. And that will be a walk. That's going to load the bases. Back-to-back innings where the Skulls have loaded the bases. Can they get more out of it this time? Here's Galileo Cat, 1 for 2 so far. And Cat puts this one into center. It's not going to be a base hit, but it should be deep enough for a run to tag home. Another runner is going to tag to third, so it's a 4-3 ball game. 1 out, runners at the corners, and here's Buzz Yellow. A very dangerous hitter. Can he tie the game up for the Skulls? Archie's is tense at 67 pitches here through 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. That one's inside 3-0 to Buzz. And that will be a walk, so bases will be loaded for Alicia Kim, who will have RBI woman activated. And that will do it for Archie's. In comes Doug Day. Do they almost bury Bonds her Walker with the bases loaded to bring up a much easier part of the order in Kevin Mannequin and Lawrence Longshanks? Oh, big swing and a miss there. 2-1 the count to Kim. That one's tall. 3-1. Nowhere to put Kim. Oh, that one's called a strike. Full count. The payoff pitch is swung on, grounded to Morrison, and that will be an ending inning draw. Oh, no, it won't! Olsen jams it into the ground, and Walker or Zaw can't pick it up, and the run will come on to score, and it's a 4-4 ball game. That should have ended the inning, but Olsen spiked it. But this will end the inning. This one's popped into foul territory. Zaw is there and makes the snag for out number 3, but it's a 4-4 ball game. Interesting developments here. 4 runs, 8 hits for both teams.
First baseman, number 5.
Ball outside. Hey! Hey!
Some very interesting developments here in Bengata as Pete Zaw will get Jan, pops this one into shallow right center, and Buzz Yellow will make the snag one away.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Honestly, that could have been a lot worse for the Serpents. Once again, bases loaded for the Skulls. I guess they get 2 out of it technically thanks to the error, but could have been a lot worse with nobody out. And the bases loaded. Alfred Walker gets a base hit there.
Center fielder.
So 1 on 1 out here for Jerry Briggs. Bad jumps on Walker. Oh, but Jerry Briggs puts this one deep into center, tracking back at the wall. Doesn't have enough to eke over. It's gone. It's into the stands, and Jerry Briggs retakes the lead for the Serpents, 6-4.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Back and
Number
forth we
9.
go here in Bengata. Billy Glenn will get pulled in favor of Nick's Grayweather. Popped up, Yeti Olsen in foul territory. Carol Henry makes the way over, and she'll catch it for out number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 17.
That's going to bring up Leon Morrison.
Ball out. Ball out. Hey!
3-1 the count here. Fouled off, broken bat, full count now. Hit, grounded, Carol Henry backhands it and will take it herself to first for out number 3. But the 2-run shot from Jerry Briggs gives the Serpents a 2-run lead once again, going into the bottom of the 5th inning.
Now batting, the catcher.
Lawrence Longshanks to lead things off, 0 for 2 so far today. 2-1 the count here to Longshanks. That one finds his own 2-2. Ooh. Ball called, 3-2. And that's a strikeout. Looked like a makeup call to me.
Now batting,
Not that that one wasn't a strike, but I feel like he should have been struck out the pitch before. But one away here regardless, and up comes Darius Green III. This one's popped up into right. Tracking it is Cox. Catch is made for out number 2.
now batting, the shortstop.
And here's Jocinda Smith. Swing and miss there. 1-2 the count to Smith. And Smith puts this one into right as well. Cox tracking. And will make the catch for out number 3. So 1-2-3 inning for Doug Day. Just what the Serpents ordered as we go to the top of the 6th. Serpents leading 6-4.
Now batting, the right fielder.
And here's the aforementioned Ron Cox to lead off the inning for the Serpents. Nick Sprague rather still on the bump in relief of Billy Glenn. Grounded to short, Smith up with it in time at first for round number 1.
Now batting,
Brings up
the
Zimbabwe,
designated
see
hitter,
if
number 13.
he can break through this 0-for streak these Serpents rookies are having so far in these past 2 games. Doesn't look like he will as this one's popped up into right. Tracking his cat, he makes the catch on the charge for round number 2.
The left fielder,
Bring us back to the top of the order for the Serpents. Caramel Apple so far 1 for 2 and a walk so far.
No high.
3-0 count to Apple. And that'll be a 4-pitch walk to her.
now batting, the catcher, number 24.
Outside.
Blast hard cheese. Vic McLarchuge up to bat now and gets that one under Nick's Grayweather. That's going to be good for a base hit. So 2 on, 2 out now in the top of the 6th for the Serpents. Looking to extend their lead. Here's the Rookie of the Year, Pete Zaw. He's got a double so far on the night and has another one as this one's going to get down into the gap, and that's going to clear the bases for the Serpents. They'll take an 8-4 lead here. The second double of the night for Pete Zaw brings home 2 more runs for the Serpents, and they double their lead 8-4. That'll be a walk to Alfred Walker, which will bring up Jerry Briggs.
Number 12.
He's having a good night, 2 for 3 with a home run and a single so far, 3 RBIs, but pops this one up in the right. And that should end the inning. Caught by Galileo Cat for out number 3, and we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. 2 more runs for the Serpents, makes it 8-4 going into the home half. Sass, followed by Henry and Yellow, or Cat, excuse me. Sass, Carroll, and Cat. And Sass pops this one up behind home plate. Big McLarge Huge will make the catch. Brings up Carroll Henry.
First baseman, number 44.
Did he go to third? Was I not paying attention? Oh, this one's hit deep into the gap in left. And, oh, Caramel Apple can't quite come up with it. Bounces off her glove. And Carroll Henry's going to third herself, and she'll have herself a triple.
Now batting, the right fielder.
A decent attempt by Apple, but comes up just a bit short. Runner at third here for Galileo Cat. Try and cut into this 4-run deficit. Falls behind 1 and 2 to Doug Day, who's had a very clean outing of relief so far. Full count now. And Cat will end up walking, so a patient at bat shown by Cat. Puts runners at the corners here for Buzz Yellow. Could make it a 1-run game here with 1 swing of the bat. Oh, Zaw went to third. Huh, I was just straight up not paying attention, I guess. So a double and a triple for Zaw, so halfway to a cycle, 3-0 to Buzz Yellow. And that's a 4-pitch walk. Bases will be loaded once again for the Skulls. 3 out of the last 4 innings they've had this situation. And here's Alicia Kim. RBI man activated. 1-swing baseball. And here's BB Strongman. Can the Skulls capitalize once again with the bases loaded? Kim with a 1-1 count from Strongman. That one finds his own 1 and 2. And strike 3 called. Alicia Kim doesn't even swing, and she's rung up there. A huge strikeout for BB Strongman. And it's up to Kevin Manikin to cash in some runs. First pitch swinging, he fouls that one off. No one's going to catch up to it. 0-1 the count. And Kevin Manikin into center. Does it have enough? It doesn't look like it does. It's open. It's off the top of the wall. It will clear the bases. Bengata was just barely able to hold on to that one. But Kevin Manikin with a 3-run double makes it a 1-run game here in the bottom of the 6th. Tying on in scoring position now for Lawrence Longshanks. And Longshanks connects with that one. Oh! But Yeti Olsen's able to knock it down before it gets in the outfield. That saves a run. A great play by Yeti Olsen. Without a doubt, saves a run, keeps it a 1-run ball game with runners at the corners here for Darius Green III. 1-1 count to Darius Green III. And Darius Green III will pop this one up into right, should end the inning. Ron Cox is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. A huge play by Yeti Olsen keeps it a 1-run game going to the top of the 7th. We need to remember that play if this score manages to hold out throughout the rest of the game. Because I thought that ball was by him for certain. And here is the aforementioned Yeti Olsen. Keeping his team on top here in the late stages. Has a 3-1 count from Grayweather. And will draw a walk. So Yeti Olsen goes to locked in. He's got a lot of speed. Could be a bit of a menace on the base pass here for Longshanks behind the plate, as his speed way outweighs Longshanks' arm. Grayweather starting to be a bit erratic. That one finds his own 2-2 the count to Morrison. Swung on up the middle. That's going to be a base hit for Morrison. 2 on, nobody out here to start the top of the 7th.
Now batting, the right fielder.
And that's going to do it for Grayweather. In comes Cretaceous Moon. That was hit to third, but Mannequin's able to snag it for end number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And here's Zimbabwe. We'll see if that 9-hole curse remains. Zimbabwe 0 for 3. Hit and run was on. Do you call? I mean, that goes down effectively as a sacrifice. So, I mean, it was an effective out at very least, but it won't amount to anything. As Apple grounds that one to Sass in time at first, round number 3, and the Serpents are held scoreless in the 7th. We'll go bottom half, 8-9-1, do it for the Skulls. They're only down by 1 here. Jocinda Smith will actually get pinch hit for, and here's the mighty Brock Yellow. He takes a strike from the first pitch from Strongman. Another called strike there, 1-2. Dangerous take there, 2-2. Swung on, that's going to be foul. That one swung on, and it's a soft liner to Olsen, who makes the catch at his knees for round number 1. So I bet that will readjust the Skulls outfield. I bet Brock will go into right. We'll bring Darius Green in, probably to play short if he has. I don't think he does, so interesting to see what that will do to the Skulls defensively if he stays in the game. Another quick out. That brings us back to the top of the order, and Carroll Henry. Triple walk in an RBI so far tonight. BB Strongman still tense after giving up those 3 runs to Kevin Mannequin. Swung on, grounded to short. Olsen up with it. In time at first for round number 3. So the Skulls held scoreless, and we go to the top of the 8th. 8-7 here. Big McLarch, Pete Zaw, and Alfred Walker do up here.
Now batting, the catcher, number now in the game.
And Brock Yellow will get pulled in favor of Fibbin the Hair Pendragon. Two and two the count to Big McLarch. That's one's grounded to second. Pendragon up with it in time at first for round number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 5.
And this one's popped up into right. Tracking it is Cat. He's under it. He'll make the snag, 2 away. That brings up Alfred Walker, 1 for 3 so far today. RBI, a single, and a walk on his stat sheet tonight. Grounds that one to second, but Finn Dragon's able to range over there, get it in time to first, round number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Moon, and we'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Still a 1-run game. 2-3-4, do it for the Skulls here. Galileo Cat to lead things off.
Fielder, number 18.
Strongman back up to neutral, bouncing back with that inning in the 7th after giving up the 3-run double to Kevin Mannequin. Grounded to first, Pete Zaw up with it. Will step on the back himself, round number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Here's Buzz Yellow, 0 for 2, has drawn 2 walks so far tonight. His team could really use another of those monster shots he had back in day number 1 of week 3. But falls behind 1-2 here to Strongman. Strongman will connect with that one. Yeti Olsen's able to stop it. Can he get the throw in time? He can! Yeti Olsen is putting the Serpents on his back. 2 huge outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And here's Alicia Kim. And Alicia Kim pops this one back up to the pitcher. Strongman under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3, and we'll head to the top of the 9th. It's Jerry Briggs, Yeti Olson, and Leon Morrison do it for the Serpents. They're looking for some insurance here.
The center fielder, number 12.
Moon's locked in, has 2 clean innings so far here. 1 and 2 count to Briggs. And that one's back to Moon. He scoops it up, gets it to Henry in time for out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 7.
Good night, Elder. Here's Yeti Olson, so far the hero of the night for the Serpents, and keeps that going with a base hit through the right side of the infield. He's aboard and knocks down the mojo of Cretaceous Moon.
The second baseman.
Brings up Leon Morrison. Have to wonder if they might try and get Olson to score position. Oh no, this will end the inning. And here we go to the bottom of the 9th. 1 to tie, 2 to win for the Skulls. It's 5, 6, 7 to it for them here.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Kevin Manikin 2 for 4 tonight. A double, 3 RBIs, and a single. And hits this one up the middle. That's going to be good for a base hit. And the tie and run is aboard. And up comes Lawrence Longshanks, 1 for 4 so far tonight. Quick 2-0 count here to Longshanks. 3-0 now. And that's a 4-pitch walk to Longshanks. And the go-ahead run is on base. And here's Darius Green III. Tie and run 180 feet away. In comes Tough Bayfong to try and close this game out for the Serpents. Pressure's all the way up. Darius Green 0 for 3 today. Has himself a walk. Quick 2-0 count to Green. That one finds his own 2-1. Outside 3-1. And that one's too tall. The bases are loaded. Go ahead run 90 feet away. Winning run 180 feet away for the Skulls. Here's F. Pendragon. Bases loaded. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 9th. Don't know why you're pitching out. Everyone is slow and the bases are loaded. That's 3-1. Nowhere to put Pendragon. And she connects with this one. This one's down to the right. One run's going to round third, head for home, and it's a tie ball game. And here's Zach Sass. The winning run 90 feet away for the Skulls. Can they complete the sweep here of the Serpents in Season 7? 1-2 the count to Zach Sass. Zach Sass hits this one to short. Yeti Olson goes for the tag. He doesn't get it. The Skulls win. Why don't you throw home, Yeti Olson? That's literally why the infield is in. You have to throw home in that situation. It's a tie game. Oh my soul, the Skulls sweep the Serpents. We were praising Yeti Olson earlier in this game, but then he absolutely makes a rookie mistake and costs the Serpents the game. Unbelievable. Skulls with the 9-8 win here in Game 3. Let's take a look at some of these stats. Serpents do out-hit the Skulls, 14 hits. Everyone but Zimbabwe getting a base hit. That rookie curse still on. Rookies combining for 0-8 against the Skulls this week. Yeti Olson 3 for 4, 2 for 5. Briggs, both of those two having home runs. Then a pair from hits from McLarchuge and Zaw. And let's take a look at the Skulls. Manikin 3 for 5, 3 RBIs. Alicia Kim 2 for 5 had a home run. Then hits spread around the rest of the Skulls. Loss is going to go to BB Strongman, giving up 2 earned through 2 2/3. Bayfong can't record an out in the bottom of the 9th. Win goes to Cretaceous Moon, 3 innings, only giving up 1 hit. Lily Glenn getting up 6 and 4 1/3, and Nick Graber, they're giving up 2 and 1 2/3. That was 9-8, right? Yeah, 9-8. Unbelievable. MVP Jerry Briggs followed by Mannequin and Yeti Olsen. But the Serpents with a hard luck sweep falling to the Skulls both times here in week 3. Don't go anywhere. Game number 4, game of the night. We've got the Unicorns facing the Cyclones coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Always rearranging. Always rearranging. Always rearranging. We are who we are. That is constantly changing. Always rearranging. Always rearranging. Always rearranging.
All right, here we go into the final game of week number 3, and what a week it's been. We've got the 2-1 Unicorns versus the 2-2 Cyclones battling here in Sakura Hills. We've got Kyle Edwards on the mound for the Cyclones versus Archibald Longshanks for the Unicorns. We're going to see ourselves some fantastic pitching, I think, in this one. We'll see who can come out on top here. 1-2 count here from Edwards to Odor. That one's popped back, foul off the netting. Popped up again and get out of play. Not a lot of foul territory behind the plate here in Sakura. This one's a slow grounder to short. Timberwoods gets it to first in time for out number 1.
The left fielder, number 4.
But already 7 pitches on Edwards. A good at-bat there by Odor, even if he doesn't get a base hit. But 1 pitch, 1 out there. Woody Walker grounds right back to Edwards. 2 away, and here's Kane Kush. Had himself a hat trick last week against the Stingers. 3 home runs against them in a losing effort, 14-7. So are Cyclones active? Yeah, he submitted a starting roster and submitted injury replacements when Jet County went down. So yes.
Number 30.
Here's Trey Flip-Flop. After the 1 out or the 2 out single from King Kush. Broken bat, grounded to third, County up with it to first in time for out number 3, and we'll go to the bottom of the second. Hugh George to third, Timber Woods and Sebastian Angelo do it for the Cyclones here.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 12.
Our first look at Archibald Longshanks starting here in the majors. He was one of the several pitchers that were down below in the minors for the Corns of Pop. That led them to the Minors Super Series Championship last year, and he rings him up there. First batter he faces here, and he rings him up. Hugh George, the third strikeout victim, and that brings up Timber Woods.
That's up. Up inside. Ball forward, take the base.
He will walk Timber Woods. The next batter he faces, though,
Now
and that's going to bring up Sebastian Angelo.
designated hitter, number 20.
This one's up the middle, and Luzon can't catch up to it. That'll be a base hit for the Cyclones. Have 2 runners aboard here with only 1 out, and here's Doug Kelly. A chance to get to Longshanks early here. Can Doug Kelly connect for his team? Quick 2-0 count here to Kelly. That makes it 3-0. And that's a 4-pitch walk to Kelly, and the bases are loaded for the Cyclones. And here's Jabron Lames.
The center fielder, number 19.
Inside.
And a 2-0 count to him. 6 straight balls from Longshanks. Finally finds his own there. 2-1 the count. And finds his own there. Battles back to a 2-2 count here against Lames. And Lames, hits that one hard, but very well foul. We'll do it again at 2-2. Swung on and missed! Jabron Lames gets right up there and 2 away, and it's up to Mitchell O'Brien. Base is loaded, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Can the Cyclones take advantage here early? Fouled back, 1-1 the count here to O'Brien. That one's low, 2-1. That one's outside, 3-1. Nowhere to put O'Brien. That one's at the waist. Full count once again. Runners going. That one's fouled off. And we'll do it again. Swing and a miss! Longshanks gets back-to-back strikeouts to get out of the jam. And we go to the top of the second. A clutch couple of strikeouts for Longshanks.
Designated hitter, number 50.
Ended up striking out all 3 batters. Did it a bit of a circuitous way, but strikeouts are strikeouts, I suppose. But Cyclones leaving the bases loaded there early. Good snag there by Doug Kelly to put 1 away.
The center fielder.
Here's Breezy Bree. That one's fouled off, 1-2 the count here. This one's into right. Tracking it is O'Brien. Can he get there in time? He can. Makes the catch on the charge. To put 2 away, and here's Moo Shaw. Moo Shaw's having herself a season so far. She's done really well with the conversion to the catching position. She'll undergo a few growing lumps defensively, but will be a prime prospect there for the Unicorns for the next few seasons. That one stays foul. 1-2 count here still to Moo Shaw. Another one goes foul, and it stays 1-2. That one's grounded to second. Fat Hughes able to scoop it up, get it to first in time, and the 1-2-3 inning for Edwards is complete. It'll head to the bottom of the second. 7-8-9 do it for the Cyclones here. Archibald back on the mound, already at 29 pitches starting the second inning. So one thing in favor of the Cyclones. I mean, clearly Kyle Edwards, maxed out, is the better starting pitcher. He's got fewer pitchers on him so far. Oh, and another strikeout for Longshanks. Has he struck out everyone that he's gotten out? Yes. 4 outs, 4 of them being the strikeout. Luzon has to dive for that one. Can he get the throw in time? He cannot. So an infield single there brings up Jerome Diligence.
Number 10.
But I will say the Unicorns bullpen is, I would say, probably a bit stronger than the Cyclones. I feel like these two teams are very evenly matched. The Cyclones offense is pretty good, but sometimes struggles to play up to that potential. So we'll have to see what the game has in store for us, and this will be the lone matchup between these two teams, at least in the regular season, from the 2 separate divisions within the Epic Conference. This could be an Indian Dragon special. It is. Longshanks gets the first 2 outs, not via the strikeout, and will head to the top of the third. Aggie Porterhouse, Chris Luzon, and back to Jose Odor for the Unicorns.
Number 12.
That's high.
3-1 count here to Aggie Porterhouse. Swinging on this there, count will be full. And that one's popped up behind home plate. Will it stay in play? It will be. And Jerome Diligence makes the catch for out number 1. Here's Chris Luzon. Doesn't have any strikeouts yet, but I'm kind of surprised Kyle Edwards isn't locked in just yet. Only 1 hit so far through 2 1/3. 3-1 count here to Luzon. Finds his own there, another full count. And we'll end up losing to Luzon. Luzon will walk, and we'll reset the Unicorns order back to the top. Here's Jose Odor. So Edwards was ahead in the pinch count, but has suffered a few full counts. And things have evened up, and Jose Odor puts this one into right. Tracking back at the wall is O'Brien. He jumps and robs the home run from Odor! And we'll get Luzon on the double play! Luzon was going full tilt, didn't realize O'Brien caught it, and the Unicorns get turned away in the top of the 3rd. An amazing play there by Mitchell O'Brien, saving 2 runs. The second robbery we've seen so far tonight. Alex Longstop robbed one of the Angels back in game number 1. Lawrence Longshanks locked in despite having 2 hits, 2 walks, but having 4 strikeouts through 2 innings, though. Absolutely stolen and a half, Wolf. 3 straight ground non-strikeout outs for Archibald Longshanks. Brings it to Timber Woods, who puts that one into center field for a base hit.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 20.
That's going to bring up Sebastian Angelo with a runner on board. Longshanks still locked in. This one is bomber specialed into right center. That's going to get down for a base hit. Runners trying to go first to third. King Kush has him armed, but not in time. And runners will be at the corners now for Doug Kelly. 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Cyclones with another opportunity to strike first. Can they take advantage this time? 1-1 count here to Doug Kelly. He walked his first time up. Runners going. The throw from behind the plate from Moose Shaw is not in time. So 2 runners now in scoring position. Infield now is going to be playing in. 3-1 count now to Doug Kelly. Wonder if they'll just walk him. They will, and that will load the bases. And once again, Jabron Lanes comes up. He was unsuccessful the last time he came up with the bases loaded. Let's see if fortune favors him second time around. Oh, that one gets by Mushaw. She better get it before it gets out of play. She will get it in time, but not before a run comes home to score for the Cyclones, and they're on top 1-0. So Cyclones strike first here, and 2 runners in scoring position, and Jabron Lanes fouls that one off. 2-2 the count now. Pops this one up. It's shallow and right. Not going to be deep enough to try and tag anyone home. King Kush makes the catch for out number 2. And here's Mitchell O'Brien. Made that fantastic snag, robbing a home run from Jose Odor. Can he put more runs up on the board for the Cyclones here? He's got a 2-0 count here against Longshanks, 3-0 now. Longshanks finds his own there, 3-1. And battles back, makes it a full count. Runners will be going now. It's a ball, and the bases will be loaded. And that's going to bring up the dangerous Jet County. Base is loaded, 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 3rd. And it's Jet County. A hefty test for the rookie Longshanks. Swing and a miss, 1-1 count here to Jet County. Swung on ground to the 3rd, flip-flop up with it. In time at first, round number 3. And Longshanks once again gets out of a bases loaded jam. They do give up one off the wild pitch pass ball. But all things considered, that's probably the best they could have done. Only giving up 1 earned, or 1 run, maybe not even earned. And Iron Balls will put that one over the head of Timber Woods, and that rolls all the way to the wall, and Iron Balls will have himself a leadoff double. I feel like the Cyclones have had the same problem through all of their existence. They're a really strong team and can get hits, get base runners, but they just can't convert them. Like, if you think about it, they did win that game against the Wildcats. Was it yesterday? But had to sneak by that. Oh, that one's off the glove of Jet Counting at third. No play can be made at first, so runners are safe at the corners. Nobody out here for Trey Flip-Flop. They will sneak that one by him, but they had ample opportunity to make that a bigger lead and couldn't connect. So, just a problem the Cyclones, I feel, have always had. I've had 2 bases loaded opportunities in 2 innings and only have 1 run on the board. A jam here for Edwards. Can he get out of it like Longshanks did with minimal damage? Nobody out here this time. Flip-Flop fouls that one off. 1-2 the count to her. That one's low. 2-2 the count. Edwards checking on the runner at first. Quite a bit. This one's hit into deep center. Tracking it is Jabron Lames. He'll range his way over, make the catch for out number 1, but plenty deep enough for a sacrifice fly, and the Unicorns tie things right back up at 1 apiece.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 50.
This one's grounded to second. Fat Hugh in time at second for 1 to first. In time for the Dragons special. The Unicorns tie things right back up at 1 apiece as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning.
Now batting the second baseman, number 66.
Fat Hugh, first pitch swinging, pops this one to the third base side. Flip-Flop under it. And she makes the catch for out number 1.
Now batting
That brings up Jerome Diligence.
number 10.
Jerome Diligence with the hard hit ball. Luzon with the diving stop. The throw is going to be in time for out number 2. A good play by Luzon there. And back to the top of the order. Here's Hugh George, the third. 0 for 2 so far today. Longshanks looking for a 1-2-3 inning. This one's hit deep into right center, but not quite deep enough. As Breezy Bree will make the catch just in front of the warning track for out number 3, and we'll head to the top of the 5th. Still at a 1-1 ball game. It'll be Bree, Mushaw, and Haggy Porterhouse to lead things off for the Unicorns.
Center fielder, number 7.
Edwards still has a significant advantage on the number of pitches thrown. But has a 3-0 count here to Breezy Bree. Throws a strike there. And gets another one on the curveball, battling back, but another full count. Gets her to pop this one up, stays in the infield, and Fat Hugh will snag it for number 1. Mushaw tense after allowing that run to get in after the wild pitch, pass ball, whatever you want to call it. She fouls that one back, 1-1 the count. That'll be relatively huge because, you know, she's the starting catcher. And but never mind, as she lines this one into the gap, that's going to roll all the way to the wall, and she'll trog her way to second for a 1-out double. Mojo boost for her. Never mind. Everything I was going to say is now moot.
The first baseman, number 12.
And here's Haggy Porterhouse. He takes the first pitch strike on the changeup. And the fastball finds the same spot of the zone. 0-2. Slider misses, though. Swing and a miss. A strikeout for Edwards. That's going to bring up Luzon.
Number 10.
Remarkably, that's the first strikeout for Edwards so far tonight. It's surprising. We've seen Longshanks rack up 4. But Luzon will pop this one up in foul territory, and this will end the inning with the catch by Doug Kelly, and we'll head to the home half of the 5th. It's Timberwood, Sebastian Angelo, and Doug Kelly do it for the Cyclones. We're battling to the death here. Both teams 1 run off of 4 hits so far. Longshanks locked in, though. One of the big differences, he's got more pitches, but is locked in, which is a bit surprising. The earned run, I guess, didn't go against him. 4 hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, make it 5! 5 Ks for Longshanks. Chewing through this Cyclones lineup. Giving him a bit of a competitive edge. 3-0 here to Angelo. Finds his own there, 3-1. Angelo will ground this one to Luzon. Easy play for him for out number 2. That's going to bring up Doug Kelly. He's walked twice so far. First pitch swing, fouled it off. And pops this one up into shallow right center. Odor will make the catch for out number 3. And we'll head to the 6th inning, still tied up at 1 apiece. Top of the order, do it for the Unicorns, Odor, Walker, and Cush. Odor had that 2-run shot robbed by him the last time he was up by Mitchell O'Brien. Oh, but puts this one into left. I don't think anyone's going to rob that one. And it's gone into the bullpen in left center. And the Unicorns take a 2-1 lead. Jose Odor says rob that one, as he rounds the bases, putting his team on top for the first time tonight.
Number 4.
Nobody robs Jose Odor twice.
Stay right. Inside. Stay.
2-2 count here to Iron Balls. He'll foul that one off.
Outside.
Full count now. And that will be a walk, so a bit of a struggle here in the 5th inning for Kyle Edwards. Excuse me, the 6th inning. He has yet to record an out here. About to throw his 80th pitch of the game. Dean Cush puts this one through the right side of the infield. That's going to be down for a base hit. So 2 runners aboard here in the top of the 6th. Still nobody out. It's looking a bit dicey now for Kyle Edwards. He'll stay in there, but his time is running short as that pitch count's coming close to Longshanks' now. And this one's going to be a base hit up the middle for a base hit. Runners go around third, head for home. Jabron Williams has a decent arm. The throw is going to be not in time. And there's another run on the board for the Unicorns. They take a 3-1 lead now. Trey Flip-Flop with an RBI single, and Kyle Edwards will get pulled in favor of Alfonso Sims. And that's going to get by the glove of Doug Kelly at first, and another run's going to come home to score. It's 4-1 Unicorns.
Now batting the center fielder, number 7.
So Kyle Edwards for a while won the battle, but ends up losing the war. This one's grounded as Fat Hugh, should be a Dragon special, but another run's going to come home to score. Unicorns push the lead 5-1.
Number 23.
I believe both those runs go to Kyle Edwards, so he's got 5 earned through 5 plus. Didn't record an out. Both those outs go to Sims. Hard hit ball to short. Timberwoods up with it in time of first round number 3, but the 4 spot for the Unicorns put them up for the first time tonight. 5-1 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Lames, O'Brien, and Jet County do up here.
Now batting the center fielder, number 9.
And you got to look back to those 2 times the Cyclones loaded the bases and weren't able to connect. 2 separate innings where the Cyclones load the bases and only have 1 run up on the board. Fouled back by Lames, 2-2 count to him. Swung on, grounded to short. Luzon backhands it. The throw is going to be in time at first for out number 1.
Now batting
Brings up Mitchell O'Brien.
fielder, number 64. That's high.
Now grounded to second. Odor up with it. Bit of revenge for robbing his first home run attempt.
Now pitching.
And that's actually going to do it for Longshanks. They'll bring in Tina Thick now. His pitch count was a bit higher, and bringing in a fresh arm to face off against the 99's Jet County makes a bit of sense, but Longshanks had found a bit of a groove there and was still locked in. A little bit of a surprising pull, but I can see a bit of rationale behind it. And we'll end up being in the Unicorns' favor as County will pop this one up into shallow center, caught by Luzon, and we'll head to the 7th inning. Still 5-1 in favor of the Unicorns. They've got Porterhouse, Luzon, and Odor to up here.
Now batting the first baseman, number 12.
Full count here to Haggy Porterhouse. Brass will ground this one to third. County up with it. In time at first for number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 10.
Popped up into right. Mitch O'Brien under it. Makes the catch for number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 13.
And here's Jose Odor. Finally got the home run to count. Puts this one down the third base line. Jet County can't corral it, and he'll have himself an infield single.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 4.
That brings up Woody Walker. 1 for 2 so far today. A double and a walk so far.
Inside. Steve. No, inside.
Fouled off. Full count here for Woody Walker. Runners go in and strike 3 called on the inside edge. Woody Walker is rung up and will head to the home half of the 7th. That huge Rome Diligence and huge Orange up trying to cut into this 4-run deficit.
Now in the game.
Woody Walker is going to get pulled defensively in favor of Keisha Phillips. She'll take over in left field. First pitch swinging is Hugh. Just misses the line in down third. And connects with that one. That will be down in shallow right, and that will be a base hit leadoff single for him. That's going to bring up Jerome Diligence.
The catcher, number 10.
Nope. High. Steve right. Steve.
1-2 count now to Diligence.
Ball inside.
That one's a bit tall, 2-2. And strike 3 call! Tina Thick rings up Diligence to put one away.
Fielder,
Back to the top of the order. Here's Hugh George, the third, 0 for 3 so far tonight. Fouls that one off, falls behind 0-2. Swings that one. That's going to be just over the head of Jose Odor, and that's going to be down into right center. Runner's going to round first. What am I talking about? I'm
now batting,
losing my mind. Runner goes first to third. Timber Wood's going to get pinch hit 4 here in favor of Daydream Fever. Runner's now at the corners here for her. Only 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. She takes a 2-0 lead against Thick. Ooh, that one's called a strike. 2-1. And that one's in there for sure. 2-2 now to Fever. And Fever gets jammed, pops this one in foul territory. Flip-flop ranges over there, makes the stand for out number 2. And here's that ugly underbelly for the Cyclones. Have runners in scoring position, cannot get the hit to bring them home. And that's going to be a gun of Hugh George the third. And another opportunity wasted for the Cyclones.
Now batting, the right fielder,
History repeats itself over and over and over again for this team somehow. And defensively, things have not gotten better for the Cyclones either. That has also been one of their kind of
now batting, the third baseman,
Achilles heels, and
number 30.
as you can see a couple times tonight, balls just bouncing off gloves, leading to base hits for the Unicorns.
No, inside.
3-1 count here to Trey Flitflot.
Steve right.
Count runs full. A lot of full counts in game 4 here tonight. Runners going, but it will be a walk, so that's going to put 2 aboard now here for the Unicorns. In the top of the 8th inning, here's Gerald Davis.
Now pitching,
That will do it for Sims. In comes Rachel Kim. Now it's hit hard just past the glove of Jet County. That's going to roll all the way into the corner. 1 run's going to score. Hugh George just now catches up to it. Runner's going to round third, head for home, and that's going to be in there, and it's a 7-1 lead for the Unicorns.
Now batting, the center fielder.
A 2-run RBI double for Gerald Davis. Took me a minute, but I remembered his name. Pushes the Unicorns lead to 6. Grounded to short, Fever up with it. She'll throw it to first in time for round number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, number 23.
This one's popped up into right center. And Fat Hugh makes the catch for round number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 12.
This one's going to be through the right side of the infield. That could bring home another run. Nope, the runner's going to stay put at third. O'Brien has himself a fairly strong arm.
Now batting,
That's going to bring up Chris Luzon. 2 outs, runners at the corners for him. Rachel Kim is tense. This one's popped up. Kim will step off the mound, get under it. Will make the snag for round number 3, but another couple of runs coming for the Unicorns. They lead by 6 here, and only 6 outs for the Cyclones to work with.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 20.
First pitch swinging is Angelo, and he pops this one behind the plate. Bouchard will make the snag for round number 1.
Now batting,
Brings up Doug Kelly.
number 14.
0-2 to Kelly. And he pops this one up. First base side, it will be Aggie Porterhouse who makes the snag for round number 2.
Now batting,
And brings up Jabron Lames.
center fielder, number 19.
This one's, Odor with a good snag and gets the first in time in a 1-2-3 inning for Tina Thick. It will head into the top of the 9th. It's the top of the order for the Unicorns. Odor, Phillips, and Cush do up.
The second baseman, number 13.
This one's grounded hard to second. Fat Hugh up with it in time at first for round number 1.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 24.
You know, going into this game, as I mentioned, I think earlier in the stream, I looked forward to this game. I think last night, realizing as Leisha Kim strikes out Keisha Phillips there. Anyway, noticing that it was Kyle Edwards versus Archibald Longshanks, I kind of favored the Cyclones going into this one, thinking Kyle Edwards would be able to outman Archibald Longshanks, but that A, wasn't the fact, as Longshanks outlasted Edwards, and B, it was just another one of those typical Cyclones nights, as I've mentioned, just having the opportunity but not being able to get the base hit to bring home runs. They've had opportunity and like 1 run tonight. And I mean, granted, you know, the Unicorns have a great pitching staff. Tina Thick has much improved over what she was, but still only 1 run from an offense that has 299 offensive players. That's just King Kush with a sliding catch for round number 1. I mean, it doesn't help when you're 99 players going 0 for 3, but just like this team should have a better offense in this, and just never have been able to consistently get that better offense. This has been the Unicorns' curse, or I mean the Cyclones' curse throughout their pretty much existence, I would say. They had the good first season. They existed in season 4, technically, where that entire division basically went 7-7 and won the Chaos Tournament to end up getting the bye thanks to the winning the division. But then has had a couple of lackluster seasons. They made the playoffs last season, but ended up falling to the Bombers as they went on to win the title. But I think that might have been the first time they'd made the playoffs since that season 4 run. An RBI double there for the Cyclones makes the score line a bit more pleasant. Ups the RD. That one's by the glove, but runner was holding, so they'll only advance to third. So runners at the corners for Hugh George to third, but still a 5-run game. Dokushi on the mound in relief of Tina Fick. Already tense though, giving up 2 hits the first 2 batters he's faced. This one's up the middle. That's a base hit. Another run will come home to score. It's 7-3. My interest has been piqued a little bit. It's a 4-run game, so one swing of the bat makes it a 1-run game potentially here for Daydream Fever. This one's going to get down. That's going to be a base hit, but runners held. Breezy Bree, the throw is not going to be in time. She doesn't have a great arm in center. And just like that, the bases are loaded for the Cyclones. And Sebastian Angelo, one swing of the bat, and we've got ourselves a tie ball game. And this one's going to be over the head of Chris Luzon. That's going to get down into left and under the glove of Keisha Phillips. That's going to clear the bases. And just like that, it's 7-6. And it's Doug Kelly. We're in walk-off territory here, ladies and gentlemen. Dokushi is rattled. I can't believe this. Runner's going for third for some reason. He's going to get thrown out. A horrible steal of third. There is no reason for that, especially with Doug Kelly at the plate. Doug Kelly's only end up getting walked. He'll be on base here for Jabron Lames.
Center fielder, number 19.
And Jabron Lames puts this one to the center, but it looks like Breezy Bree's going to snag it for round number 3. And the Unicorns survive a bit of a late scare with a 5-run bottom of the 9th from the Cyclones. But look at that, only had 1 fewer hits than the Unicorns. It's just, those first couple innings, they had bases loaded. Only that 1 run to show for it. I mean, they could have walked it off there, Could have had a completely different outcome. But again, a absolutely dumb steal. There was no reason to steal third. I mean, I guess the argument is that if he's successful, that hit by Jabron Lames ties the game on a sacrifice fly potentially. But it's just completely dumb. And this game, unfortunately, does that a lot. So let's take a look. 12 hits for the Corns, 4 from King Kush, 4 for 5. He's putting himself in MVP season, MVP contention, I would say. 2 for 4 is Gerald Davis, 2 for 5 Odor with that home run. No home runs for the Cyclones. 3 for 5 Angelo, 2 for 5 Hugh George, 3 for 4 Fat Hugh. Look at this heart of the order. Look at that heart of the order. Kelly, Lames, O'Brien combined for 0 for 10. And those are the 3 guys that had the opportunities with the bases loaded, and they could not convert. Granted, Kelly had 3 walks, but 0 for 10 from your heart of the order. There's your problem. Longshanks will get the win. No earned through 5 2/3. 5 strikeouts, 4 walks, 4 hits. Thick holding the line pretty well, 2 2/3. Only give it up 1 earned run. Doku Shi nearly wrapping himself. 4 earned runs through 2/3 of an inning. Getting a gift from the Cyclones on that, trying to steal third base. Ty Edwards gets the loss 5 through 5. Sims 2 through 2. Kim shutting the door nicely through the last 2 innings. MVP is going to be Sebastian Angelo, followed by Trey Flip-Flop and Gerald Davis. So that game got interesting late there. But the Unicorns hold on for dear life and get the much-needed victory. So thank you all for tuning in to Chicken Sandwich Week. I think we'll be back to a somewhat normal broadcast schedule between going back and forth between me and Squared, I believe. I was out of town, he was out of town. I think Josh, maybe within another couple of weeks, potentially will maybe start streaming here and there. I know he's moving into a house, I believe. But thank you all for tuning in to week 3. It definitely did not disappoint. We had ourselves some fun games here this week. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you next week, week 4, starting Monday. Have a good night, everyone.